said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. Their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. What? Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
Here's Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. And got his man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check that ball. Check. Ball check. Check 37. Check 37. Hug.
Try the right side with Howard. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9. Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Under 10.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the curve. Check the backer.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's going to be a long game.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Amara Darbo, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Stafford on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Delta. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In your... Hey, alert, 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 alert. You go tight. Hey.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. 17 yards on the play. It's now
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. These two teams all tied after one. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Omaha, ready to move. Omaha, ready to move. Deuce.
Play action. Stafford. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Johnson's got it complete, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
X3, 218, chop.
first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, tighten down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 55. Watch the screen.
Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hard. 51 to Mike, boys, 51. Topper!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check, 53. Alert. Push him back. Bravo. 53 to Mike. Watch the curl. Mike, 53.
Rosen will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Running with Howard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Right there, 40's Mike. Too little. Monday. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. It's been a long day for you.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Mike 40, Monday. He's coming.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
10 yards on the
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike's 40. Coming to you. Monday.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, alert, alert. Shit. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Hill.
Go, go. It's running, it's running, it's running.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You better bring it. 49, check 49, check 49. Big dash. Come. Hey, Porter. Hug. Porter's the mic. Squeeze. Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Sanders' kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Go!
Throwing on second down. Rosen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
He's got a man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
260, on the right. Hey, 5-0.
First and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense, our time. It's our time. Hey, alert. Hey, wahoo!
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Next to score, Lions 28, Dolphins 20.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
80.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, 2.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Undercrush. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Robinson's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert! You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Howard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's what I do. Monday.
Hey, 5-7.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Monday. 5.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go mic forward. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Stills the intended target. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator
Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Watch the ship. Watch the eye. Out. 25. Check 25.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Stafford going to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Lady!
Let's go.
Throwing here, Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
32!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Easy!
Mike, 47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
21!
Check Mike, 47.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford going to let one fly for Robinson. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.